Moving on to the next question. Question 4. What do I want? This question deals with the moment in relation to purpose. How can you expect to achieve something if you don't know what it is you're hoping to achieve, much less have the necessary drive to achieve it? I've asked around, and a shocking number of people have either never thought about their purpose or have never arrived at a good answer for themselves. If you don't actively pursue your own dreams, you'll wind up spending all your time helping others pursue theirs. Those who sail rudderless through life can give themselves direction with the practice because it helps them think strategically about your life. Of all the many things out there, what are the ones that you want to adorn your life with? You want to know what you want as clearly as Frodo and Sam knew they wanted to throw that ring into the fires of Mount Doom. You might have all the forces of Mordor and a little green goblin doing everything they can to stop you, but with purpose, you can still crawl up that mountain and get the job done. As an exercise, there are two versions of this. First is to think of a place and then think of something you want when you're in that place. It can be something small like a cup of coffee when you wake up in the morning and walk into your kitchen. Coffee is your objective, your purpose. Examine how you think, act, feel with respect to getting that cup of coffee. If your child suddenly starts asking you for breakfast or help with their homework that they put off until the last minute, how do you react to this new obstacle? You obviously can extrapolate to more complex objectives. Say you want to rebuild an old car that you bought that's just been sitting around your garage for years. You have a purpose, but you aren't pursuing it. Why not? Maybe you need to take some classes on auto repair. Maybe you need to call a friend who can help. The goal is to identify something you want to do or achieve, and then consider how the purpose affects the way you inhabit in a given moment. The second version is to think of a place you inhabit where you are unclear of your purpose or don't usually think in terms of having a purpose. Maybe you feel like you're spinning your wheels at work, for instance. Now, go in there in your mind and stay there for a while and ask yourself some questions. If someone comes in and interrupts you, are you glad for the distraction or are you irritated about it? What tasks do you enjoy doing there and which do you hate? Whom do you like working with and whom do you try to avoid? If you can do one thing in that place, what would it be? It might be a task or function that you can try to make a larger part of your job, or it might be move up, down, or sideways. It might be some kind of change to the culture you want to help inspire, or a social group you can form. The cliche question, what do you want to do in 5 years, does have value of challenging you to think about why you're doing what you're doing and what you're working towards. Another version of this is, do you want to be doing what you're doing now in 5 years? The goal here is to imagine different ways of being in a given setting until you discover what it is you actually want in it or from it. Then you can start to reflect on how that purpose affects your motives, your behavior as above. Like I said, this question, it is an important life question. Yeah, we use it for acting, but if you don't know what you want, how are you going to get it? If you don't know why you want it, how do you not know that what you want is really what you should be going after? You got to make sure these things align. And who you are allows you to know what your role is in all of this, what you can do with it. So all of these questions pieced together not only break down the moment, but they break down life. So that's why you got to take the time to think about these things and figure out what it is you actually want, because if you don't know, like I said, how are you going to get it? You might get lucky, or you might be doing something for years that you don't want to do. You're just doing it because you were told to. So give it some thought, and I hope it helps you out a little bit. Thank you for your time as always. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.